Swami Chidananda. Sridhar Rao, that was the name given by his parents to Swami Chidananda, who was born 24th September 1916. At the age of 8, Sridhar Rao's life was influenced by one Anataya, a friend of his grandfather. Anataya used to tell him stories from the great epics, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. Consequently, doing austerities, becoming a rishi or real sage, and having a vision of God became the only goal of Sridhar Rao's life. His cheerful personality, exemplary conduct, and extraordinary traits earned for him a distinct place in the hearts of all teachers and students, and also with others whom he came in contact with. In 1936, he was admitted to the Loyola College in Chennai, whose portals admit only the most brilliant students. The period at a predominantly Christian college was a significant one. The glorious and noble ideals of Lord Jesus, the apostles, and other Christian saints found in his heart a synthesis of all that is best and noble in the Hindu tradition. To him, study of the Bible was no mere routine. It was the living words of God, as alive and as real as the sacred words of the Vedas, the Upanishads, and the Bhagavad Gita. His subtle inner vision enabled him to see Jesus in Krishna, not Jesus instead of Krishna. Even at that young age, service to lepers became Sridhar Rao's ideal. He would build them huts on the vast lawns of his home and look after them as though they were deities. Although born in a wealthy family, he shunned the pleasures of the world quite early in his life and devoted himself to seclusion and contemplation. In the matter of study, it was the spiritual books which had the most appeal to him, more than college books. The works of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa, Swami Vivekananda, and Swami Shivananda took precedence over all others. He shared his knowledge with others and would talk to them of honesty, love, purity, service, and devotion to God. He would exhort them to perform japa of Ramanama. While still in his 20s, he began initiating youngsters into this great Ramanama. He was an ardent admirer of the Ramakrishna Muth at Chennai and regularly participated in the satsangs there. The call of Swami Vivekananda to renounce resounded within his pure heart. He always felt thrilled to be in the presence of sages and saints who visited Chennai. In June of 1936, at the young age of 20, he disappeared from home. After a vigorous search by his parents, he was located in a secluded ashram of a holy sage not far away from Tirupati. On persuasion, he returned home. The short separation was but a preparation for the final parting from all forms of attachment to family and friends. Even at home, his heart was dwelling only on the silent inner life of listening to the mystic sound, Om. Hence, the 7 years that he spent at home were marked with seclusion, service, intense study of spiritual literature, self-restraint, control of the senses, simplicity in food and attire, abandonment of all comforts, and practice of austerities, which enormously enriched his inner spiritual strength. As a youngster of 9 years of age, Sridhar Rao went through the book In Quest of God by Swami Ramdas. It opened up a whole new vista of India he had never before known or imagined. It was in this book that he first encountered the terms samadhi and ecstasy. He was then consumed with an overwhelming desire to meet with Swami Ramdas, and when he was 16 years old, he got his first darshan of Swami Ramdas at Anandashram. When Sridhar Rao left home and was about to take the ultimate step of final renunciation, he wrote a letter to Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi. praying for his blessings, and got an immediate reply of assured blessings, along with Sri Bhagavan's prasad of vibhuti and kumkum. Sridhar Rao was already in correspondence with Swami Shivananda of Rishikesh. He obtained Swamiji's permission to join his ashram. In 1943, he arrived at Shivananda Ashram and spontaneously took charge of its dispensary. He became the man with the healing hand. His divine healing hand attracted large numbers of patients to the Shivananda charitable dispensary. His early trade of service to lepers found complete and free expression as divine love, based upon the supreme wisdom that all are one in God. Patients from the neighborhood who suffer from the worst kind of diseases came to him. To Sridhar Rao, any patient was none other than Lord Krishna himself. He would serve him with tender love and compassion. In the service of the sick, Sridhar Rao realized he had no separate existence as an individual. Birds and animals claimed his attention as much as human beings. His deep and abiding interest in the welfare of lepers had earned him the confidence and admiration of the government authorities. They elected him as the vice chairman of the Leper Welfare Association. In addition, he delivered lectures, wrote articles for magazines, and gave spiritual instructions to the visitors. When the Yoga Vedanta Forest University, now known as the Yoga Vedanta Forest Academy, was first established in 1948, Swami Shivananda appointed him as its vice-chancellor. As its professor of Raja Yoga, Sridhar Rao gave brilliant expositions on Maharshi's and Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. It was in the first year of his stay at the ashram that he wrote his magnum opus, Light Fountain, the most popular biography of his Gurudev, Swami Shivananda. Gurudev once remarked, "Shivananda will pass away, but Light Fountain will live on forever." Under the guidance of Gurudev, he founded the Yoga Museum in 1947, in which the entire philosophy of Vedanta and all the processes of yoga sadhanas are depicted in pictures and illustrations. Towards the end of 1948, Gurudev nominated him as the General Secretary of the Divine Life Society. Thus, the heavy responsibility of the entire organization fell on his capable shoulders.